Hey guys, I'm Becky from Book Bite Reviews, and this month I'm taking my N.E.W.T.s. Hey guys, I'm Becky from Book Bite Reviews, and this month I'm taking my N.E.W.T.s. The N.E.W.T.s is a magical readathon that is hosted by G from Book Roast, which I will go ahead and post her announcement video right up here and also down below in the description bar, so be sure to check that out because I'm only going to be going over what my personal TBR is for this month. One really good thing to know, though, is that you must have already taken your owls in order to take your N.E.W.T.s. So if this is your very first time hearing about this wonderful magical readathon, be sure to head over to G's channel, learn all about the N.E.W.T.s, and learn all about the owls, and then consider taking your owls this month instead because you have to pass those first in order to be eligible for the N.E.W.T.s. This readathon is a month long. I participated for the very first time this past April when I took my owls. It was honestly just the best. This is officially my favorite readathon to participate in. I can't wait to do it forever and see what else is in store for the rest of the year. I'm so excited for my N.E.W.T.s this year because every single book that I have are books that I've been really wanting to read. None of them are random, so I should have like the best reading month in August. For my N.E.W.T.s, I'm going to be trying for Ministry Worker just like I did with the owls. To be honest, when I took the owls, I did some extra stuff and was able to complete a couple other career paths. But for your N.E.W.T.s, you really just want to pick one because your TBR can grow real big, real quick. So let's just go ahead and get started with my first exam. My very first class is Care of Magical Creatures because that is the path that I want to take within the ministry. So in order to pass that exam, I have to get an O in it. And in order to get the O, you have to first also get an A and an E in that same category. So to receive an A in Care of Magical Creatures, I must read a title that starts with an A. And for that, I have picked After by Todd. I am super excited to start this. I can't wait to start it today as I am filming this on August 1st. So as soon as I get home from work, I'm starting my magical readathon. And to be honest, I really don't think I'm going to end up liking this. I think this is going to be a love-hate relationship. I really don't think this is going to be a great pick for me, but I think it's going to be so bad that it's very enjoyable. I think if I would have read this book when it first came out on Wattpad, back when I was younger, I probably would have ate it up just like everybody else. But now that I'm older and I've grown as a person and as a woman, I don't think I'm going to end up liking the relationship because from the description, it sounds a little bit abusive and unhealthy. But it's a super buzzy book. Everyone's talking about it. I want to see the movie, and we're going to see how it goes. In order to receive an E in Care of Magical Creatures, I then must read a book that is under 300 pages. And for that, I have picked Pumpkinheads by Rowell. Now technically this book is not out yet. I believe it comes out either this month or next month, but luckily I was able to receive an advanced copy in ebook form, so I'm so super excited to check this out. I love Rowell. She's amazing, and I can't wait to see how great, hopefully, this book is. And finally, to receive my O in Care of Magical Creatures, I must read a book that has a bird on the cover. And this was a pretty hard challenge for me because all the books that I own that have a bird on the cover I have already read. So I did finally find one, even though I feel a little iffy with it, so I might switch it out later. But for right now, it is The Dream Thieves by Maggie Stiefvater. Now this is book 2 in the Raven cycle. I really want to continue on with the series. The first book I enjoyed. I didn't love it, but I liked it. And so I want to keep going on to see how it goes. I did recently purchase this earlier this year. We're going to go ahead and do it. It is one of 2 books that I own that I have not read yet. If I'm not feeling it, I may switch it out later. Next, I must receive an A in Charms class, and to do that, I must read a book with a gorgeous cover. For this exam, I am so freaking excited to finally read Finale by Stephanie Garber. I have been wanting to read this book since I first received it back in May, but I really wanted to wait and get the audiobook because I just love the narrator in the audiobooks for these. So I really wanted to wait, see if I could get a copy of that, and then listen to the audiobook while following along physically. That way I could possibly annotate it. And I have finally gotten access to the audiobook. It is right in perfect timing for my N.E.W.T.s. So I cannot wait to finally read Finale. I feel like all of my friends have already read it. They've all been telling me how amazing it is and that you have to read it. So it's finally happening. Next, I must receive an A in Defense Against the Dark Arts. And to do that, I have to read a book that is black underneath the dust jacket. And for that, I have just recently added this to my N.E.W.T.s, and it is The Wicked King by Holly Black. I originally had something else picked out for this exam, but when I was at the library and saw that this was sitting on the shelf, I decided to go ahead and read it. I've been wanting to. I really enjoyed The Cruel Prince. I'm hoping that I'm going to just devour and love The Wicked King. Everyone that I've talked to that has seen my thoughts on The Cruel Prince, where I really enjoyed it, but I just didn't understand the romance, they're like, read Wicked King, it'll all make sense. So we will find out together how I really feel about this series. I think even if I don't like the romance, I'm still gonna go ahead and read that final book that comes out, I think, next year. For my History of Magic exam, I must pass with an A, and to do that, I have to read a fantasy. So for that, I am reading Ferryman by Claire McFall. This book has gotten a lot of hype over in the UK. I believe that it was China's #1 ebook for like a year or two or maybe more, and it recently was published in the US. I have not heard anything from people that I follow on Goodreads or anything. I haven't seen anybody else reading it, so I'm very excited to see if the over the pond hype is real. I can't wait to try it out. It sounds really good, but it just doesn't sound super hype worthy, but we're gonna find out together. My next class is potions, and to pass that exam, I have to receive an A, and to do that, I have to read my friend's favorite book. Now, for this exam, I am picking my in real life best friend, Sarah Rowell, and her favorite book is Sloppy First by McCafferty. She's been on me to read this book ever since we became friends, which was like 7 years ago at this point, and for whatever reason, I just have yet to pick it up. So when I saw the prompt for this exam, I knew that I had to pick this book. It is finally its time. I really hope that I end up liking it. If not, I'm sure she'll stay my friend. And last but not least is to receive an A in the Transfiguration exam, which is to read a book with an LGBTQIA+ rep, and for that, I'm so freaking excited to read Grim Beginnings by Sarah Graley. This is a YA graphic novel. It is the first one in the Kim Reaper series, and I'm so excited to pick it up. When I first got it from the library, I read the first 2 pages just to see if the storyline and the art style was going to be something I would enjoy so that I could figure out something else if I didn't like it. But honestly, you guys, I was hooked from page 1. I cannot wait to finally read the rest of this, as I only read the first 2 pages. It is so good. It sounds so cute. And on the back, it says part-time Grim Reaper, full-time cutie. This is just going to be so good. I cannot wait. So guys, that is everything for my N.E.W.T.s exams. I am so freaking excited to finally start. Like I said, as soon as I get home from work today, I am starting because all of these books are very high on my TBR. A lot of them are on my 19 and 6, which if you haven't seen that video, I will also link it right here. Now I know that this is only 8 books, and I originally read, I think like 13 books or something crazy back in April for the Owls, but these are all pretty chunky books, you guys. These books are thick. And on top of that, I also have 2 other books that I need to read this month that are not part of the N.E.W.T.s. So to be honest, this is still a very large TBR for me. You would think 8 would be like, she's doing good, but no. I have to pick really big books and I have to add 2 more on. But the other 2 are a book club book and Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows. So it's really not that big of a deal. The only thing is I really hope that I can get through all of these books because I want to read every single one. There's not one on here that I'm a little iffy on. Well, that's not true. The Dream Thieves, I'm a little iffy on. But I really want to become a ministry worker, so we must pass. I hope you guys enjoyed this magical TBR video. If you are participating in the N.E.W.T.s, please leave a comment down below letting me know so that we can cheer each other on. If you're not, you really need to consider participating or taking part in the Owls. And also be sure to still leave a comment and let me know which of these books you are most excited about. Also, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. If you loved it, you want to see more bookish content from me, please hit that subscription button. And if you want to be notified as soon as my videos go live here on YouTube, hit the notification bell. I'll see you in my next one. Bye!